Welcome to this edition of Ready, Set, Win. I'm Theron Warren, and today my guest is Lieutenant Colonel Dorene Owen from the Maternal Child Health Department here at Winn Army Community Hospital. How you doing today, ma'am?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mind if I call you Dorene?
Yes, please.
What are some first-time expectations for mothers that's coming here to give birth?
We are here 24/7 for you, so if you call, we are available and ready anytime you do. And we'd like you to call and make sure you let us know what your concerns are, and sometimes we can help you through over the phone. Sometimes we can't, but we're always here, so if you need to come in, please come in anytime you decide that something is either wrong, you think you're in labor, you're not sure, you think your water broke, anything, you give us a call.
Well, speaking of labor, I know sometimes mothers come in and they think they're in labor.
Right.
What would be some of the reasons why they would be sent home?
Well, first I'll start with why you would stay. Is that okay?
That's fine, man.
Okay, so you would stay if your water's broken, and you're definitely staying one way or another. If you're having really heavy bleeding, more than a period, and you're not sure if that bleeding's too heavy, sometimes it's normal, but sometimes it's not. So you need to come in. Also, if you're contracting 3 to 5 minutes apart in a nice regular pattern, we check your cervix and you're making change. So say you come in and you're contracting 3 to 5 minutes apart and you're only 3 centimeters. We might have you walk for an hour or so, recheck you, and then if you've changed, we'll keep you. But if you're not any of those things, we typically send you home. So really, the reasons you stay are you're in actual labor and you're making cervical change. We also sometimes keep patients if they're having any health history problems, such as preeclampsia, high blood pressure in pregnancy, diabetes, maybe some concerns about the baby or the mother. We might keep you as well. So,
ma'am, give us one of your best birthing stories.
This is actually a neat story about an 18-year-old that had a baby with us and went totally natural. We have a hydrotherapy tub, so a water tub. We don't deliver in the tub, but we actually can labor in the tub. And I'm telling you, this mom used the tub multiple times, got in and out, and made it to complete. And then she had that baby naturally afterwards. It was awesome.
Well, speaking of the hydrotherapy tub, what is its design function?
Well, it looks like a big jacuzzi, but it doesn't have jets, and we fill it with warm water, and it's used for pain management in labor. And there's been a lot of studies done on it that show the benefits. It actually decreases your pain when you're in active labor, so that really tough part. And most people say it brings it from like an 8 or 9 out of 10 to about a 3. So what it usually does is it makes the baby buoyant, and it gives the mom a lot of relief from that back pressure they might have. Just relaxes them. So a lot of moms will say they've got the increased satisfaction, they think their birth experience was better, and the pain is much better. So those are the benefits.
What would be a reason why a mom would have a C-section versus a normal?
Having a vaginal birth, yeah. Here at Winn, we do mostly repeat C-sections. So mom's had a C-section before, and she opts to have another C-section, or maybe she's had too many C-sections and she's not eligible to have a vaginal birth. But for primary C-section, so a mom having a first-time C-section, scheduled, it's usually baby's breech. We don't do a lot of breech deliveries anymore. It's just not that safe. That's the primary reason. And then the other reason we might have a C-section is maybe the baby's not tolerating labor, or mom doesn't dilate to complete, or 10 centimeters, or baby doesn't come down the birth canal, which sometimes happens, and then we'll do a C-section. But our OR is right up there, right on the end of our labor deck.
So, ma'am, tell me, in 60 seconds or less, what advice would you give anyone that wants to be a labor nurse? And go.
Well, labor nurses tend to be very autonomous, and they like a little bit of excitement. So if you want to be a labor nurse, you have to really enjoy taking care of moms and new babies, which I will tell you is the best thing I've ever done. I've been a labor nurse for 20 years. And you have to like the excitement, because you can go from a low-risk delivery, everything's going fine, to all of a sudden having to go for a crash C-section, or mom's hemorrhaging, or baby needs some interventions. So you have to enjoy that little bit of element of excitement and critical care background. And just a very autonomous, independent nurse is what you need. And that's what draws people to labor and delivery.
Well, thank you for joining us today, ma'am.
You're welcome.
And we hope to see you again. And thank you as well for joining us. And as always, be ready, set, win.